What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Lazy Sundays with Dionte
and NiJa.
What is going on? First of all, before we get into this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Let's get that out of the way. NiJa, what is going on in the world today, girl?
What's poppin', y'all? You know what I'm saying? It's a real nigga in here today.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I'm so sleepy.
Go
all right.
home, Roger.
Let me go. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on the first topic because I pick all the topics this week. So, okay.
Congratulations, girl.
You be just hating because my
topic's
about to be better than yours. Okay, whatever. You ain't got to keep talking about my stuff though. Okay. So men with golden penis syndrome are ruining sex and dating for women. Have you ever heard of the golden penis syndrome?
Go ahead and explain. I'll tell you if I heard it before.
Okay, here we go. Men with college degrees have become so cocky that they're ruining romance for their female counterparts. One leading expert alleges just 40.5% of college students in the United States are male, according to the National Student Clearinghouse, meaning they're in a short supply and high demand when dating on campus. A lack of competition has led men to develop golden penis syndrome. So basically, they feel like they hot shit. And it's like, all right, well, I got this degree or these degrees, so I feel like I can be picky and choosy, of just being basically extra.
Sure.
So to speak. And it's ruining sex and like romance because it's like they exude that like through everything in a relationship.
It's ruining dating because men feel like they know their self-worth, and not only do we know our self-worth, these niggas is smart for one. But they smart.
That's what you got out of that.
They know their self-worth.
That's what you got out of that.
And they not just settling for anything. That's what I got out of that.
Oh.
I got to have a golden penis or feel like I do because
I
don't want to settle for
her. But that's not what they're saying. They're basically saying like it's in a negative way. Like it's one thing to know your self-worth and be like, okay, I have standards, I get that. But it's another thing to basically try to cut somebody down because maybe they're not where you're at in life. So you kind of ruin like the whole interaction, like a natural interaction that you're supposed to have with someone. It seems like a lot of these men are going into it and like kind of like, well, what you do for a living, and I got this and this and that. So, you ain't got this, you ain't got that.
You know who they sound like? Women.
You're not about to attack us.
They sound like women.
No.
We doing it, y'all. What y'all doing?
No.
What are your credentials? What makes
but
you
doing
worthy
it in
of
like
dating
a cocky, doing it in a respectful way, in a cocky way is two different things. Two different things. It is because you can be respectful. Like I said, if somebody isn't what you feel like up to your standards, then that's perfectly fine. Like everybody should have standards and things that they like about someone that's going to say, okay, I would date you. And I get that. We all have it. But I feel like to be respectful about it is the number one thing that you should always do with having interaction with anybody. You can't just walk through life because of the things that you have and think that's going to get you far with anybody. Because even the woman that you may meet that may have the same amount of degrees that you do, y'all may be in the same profession. She may be like, I don't really like that because I don't need you to tell me all about yourself as if like you're the prize. And it's like, bro, like just relax. Like it's okay. I guess you consider that as like confidence. It's to me, it's just being an a-hole about things. I
consider it as dudes doing what women do. What makes this?
I mean, I guess I can see what you're saying, but like I said, I just feel like it's a difference in being respectful and being cocky.
Sure.
About it. That's the only disconnect with me.
But I feel, and that can be understood, but I feel like a lot of this is more so them looking at it like you asking me anything is it's like a turn off. And it's like, damn, I'm doing the same thing you doing. If you're gonna ask me, what do you do? What are your plans in life? What's this? What's that?
No, that's fine. No, it's just how they're going about, like how they're communicating that is not like how you're doing it. It's very like, I don't know if you've ever ran into someone that was like that. I've ran into a guy that was like that. And it was just kind of like, it was like he was like Mr. Know-It-All. And it was like, because I've achieved these things and da-da-da-da. And it's just like, bro, that does not make you like a catch. Like, you know, I don't know.
True.
It is what
I get it. But, I mean, if it's just them, if it's ruining the dating scene because I know my worth and dudes feel like
see, you can't swing it like that. It's not knowing your... I guess, child. Anyways, moving along to some more drama and two people that just do not need to be together is DaBaby and Danny. What's that child name? Danny, what's her name? Danileigh?
Light skin. Ain't that what it's called?
Oh yeah, she did that. That light skin song.
Is that the name of it? Yellow Bone.
Yellow Bone. Same thing.
YB.
So apparently the cops were called to DaBaby's residence 2 days in a row. DaBaby told officers that he was assaulted by Danny. Following the dispute, he's shown filming Danny while she's feeding their 3-month-old, and he's saying that he was basically filming for her safety. He went live on IG again to defend and set the record straight that Danny is obsessed with him and that she was never his girl, only his side piece. He continued on the live by saying he is a father first and that he just wanted to take care of his responsibilities and deal with the bed that he has made, or the bed that he lied in, however you put it.
Sure.
And then he just continued to basically ask her to leave. That's what the whole dispute was about, is that one day she said he came in the house and he asked her to go.
He woke up
Danny also went live as well, and she was upset and basically trying to explain her side. And she said, I don't even have a house or a place in LA no more. I done dropped everything for my baby to have a good life and to be in a nice home and for her to know her dad. But no, I will go figure it out. I always have since I've been young. Never depend on a man. Never. Nothing. I will figure this out.
Kids be doing the most.
What do you think?
What I think very little. Because I care less about this. But I don't think he should have kicked her out. He should have woke her up and tried to kick her out of the crib. That's one thing about dudes that I notice a lot of them do. Or I want to say people, but it's majority dudes.
Do tell.
Kind of put people in positions to, like how she said, yo, I got rid of my house in LA. I hate when people do stuff like that. It's like, yo, I moved all my things, or I eliminated whatever I had to join in with you on what and on this, and then you tell people I ain't got nothing for you. And so it's I get rid of all my stuff, or I get rid of my apartment to move in with you, and then you kick me out. I don't like when people do stuff like that, because you know why I did this. It'd be different if I still had my place and then you was like, go ahead. But I don't think he should have woke her up in the middle of the night or from sleep and then being like, it's a whole weird interaction. I don't know too much about the whole her assaulting him. I think he was capping on that anyways. He don't give me vibes of a nigga that would just, or a person that would just let somebody beat on him, women included. I don't see her assaulting him and him not reacting wrongly, if that makes sense.
Well, apparently he was saying that's why he recorded the whole situation, because of all the legal things that he has dealt with in the past and that he is currently dealing with, that he's like basically trying to take a different route. So he's like, and I'm trying to go about this a different way, because I know if it gets out to the media, it's all automatically going to be spent in her defense, and I'm going to be on the wrong side of it. So let me get ahead of this, is why he claimed he was filming himself.
Well, in general, that should and could be true. Like I said, he just doesn't give me vibes like she would slap him in the face and he just going to say, ooh, you see Instagram? I don't see him doing that.
That's
I see
very
him having
true.
a very different reaction to her putting hands on him. So I'm
and we're not making light of domestic violence because it can happen to a man.
Of it at all,
a woman can do it to a man and vice versa. Exactly. We're just saying.
I'm just saying in this situation, he doesn't seem like I'm letting you hit on me without me responding in some type of way. I'm not saying that he's just gonna retaliate and hit her back, but he's not the dude that just get hit and cry wolf. That's not his personality.
Yeah.
He might not hit her. He might throw some shit, or he might snap and get on Instagram. Now he get on Instagram cussing, saying she doing all this. That's one thing.
Yeah.
But I just don't see it. But that whole situation is toxic.
Absolutely.
You watch out who you really had kids with. Because if she was just a side chick and she was all that, then you kind of lose the luster because you like, yeah, she my side chick, but I've been in her. And that's the thing she is saying too.
Yeah, she did say that. We just
had a baby and we come back and you still in her. So technically, if she wanted it, you could have number 2 on the way with a side chick or a girl you don't want, which technically is, once she become your baby mama, that's your girl.
And it's just,
that's your girl.
I feel like
that's your girl.
The level of disrespect, I think, is what got me. It does make it hard to kind of defend her in this situation because of how she has kind of portrayed herself in the media towards women that look like me. So it's kind of hard for me to be like, oh, so wrong, don't, but right is right and wrong is wrong. And I feel like that's the mother of your child first. And your main concern should always be, especially if she has your child, her safety. Point blank, period. I'm not going to wake you up in the middle of the day and be like, hey, you got to go. And I'm not just saying just you. I'm saying like you and the child. And then also I'm not going to live stream this. Like, I feel like he could have spun it a different way. He definitely, to protect himself, if that's really what he was trying to do, you can still have your side of the story and have it recorded. You didn't have to have it live streaming or upload it to a social media platform, because to me, then you open up a whole new set of words, because you're now putting a lot of other people in your business that don't need to be in it. We're not the court of law. So like, it's pure entertainment for us. And I feel like it's really sad for the baby, because it's like she's going to get older and she's going to see this, and she's going to see you embarrassing her mom and calling her mom a side piece and all of these things. And it's just not, it's a messy situation. Like you said, it's toxic, and I just wish everybody would just go in the corner and not talk to each other, honestly, because it's like, it's a mess. Yeah. But anyways, moving along, a Christian couple rules for their marriage sparks backlash. So apparently this lady, she uploaded, I think it was like a video or something. Well, let me read it. A Christian woman is facing backlash after revealing the strict rules she and her husband have for their marriage, which includes a prohibition on porn and a ban on being along with members of the opposite sex. And then she just goes on and on and on about like, oh, like they agreed on like no lusting after others, and following like scandalous pages, like following like random women, I guess, on social media, or like stuff like that. So a lot of people basically were judging their whole situation like, girl, like, for one, why you tell all of this to us? And then for 2, like, if you think these set of rules is going to make a man stay, like, it's just not adding up, sis. Like,
if anything, it makes it worse. Well, not even just a man, and I always think it's weird when people have rules in place like this, because it's almost as if like the whole you can't be left alone with the opposite sex ever. Like it almost comes across like, if any females left around you, you'll be able to have your way with them and have sex with them right then and there. It don't matter. Oh, we're at the grocery store. They left y'all by yourself. We're gonna start having sex from now on. That's what it gives me, and it's always so weird, because it's like, and it's always, I don't even have to look at this dude. I know what he looks like. He's gonna be punished. It's always these situations like.
I don't.
It's always like, yo, your spouse is the ugliest person. Ain't nobody checking for them but you.
Oh God.
Don't nobody want that man. Don't nobody want that woman.
Yeah, I don't think you should have to go through all of that trouble to make sure that your relationship. No, you can. I feel like you got to be realistic in the world that we live in. If someone is going to do something, they're going to strictly do it because they want to do it. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you look like. If someone wants to step outside of their marriage or whatever, they're going to do that. It's just, I mean, it's a scary thing to think of because we all strive to be in a committed relationship. You don't want to have to deal with that. But it happens, and it can happen. So it's like, I think to try to put these rules and be like, oh, no porn, no following scandalous pages. I'm sorry, but I don't got time to be going through Dionte's social media and be like, unfollow all these random IG models. Like, girl, bye.
Walk like an IG model.
Like, it's really not that serious to me. I feel like if you're going to do these things, you're going to do these things whether I'm looking or not. Like, why am I going to try to put all these rules to try to put somebody in a box? You got to let people be who they are. Like, let people show you truly who they are. And if they're not for you, then they're not for you. But
that's true. But a lot of this stuff
trying to force
that you read off is just nuts. Because who is going to have sex with somebody just because they left alone with them? Or the lusting. Bro, you can't... They're probably both lusted in their mind off of other people the entire time. But you never know it. What was the other rule?
No porn, following scandalous pages. Yeah, no, because they weren't having sex, I think, at one point.
And I can't look at porn.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I can't look at you, and I can't look at a paid actress.
Nope. You can't.
What do I do?
I don't know.
It's blue.
So we're going to end this with our discussion. And the discussion is, why do people ignore red flags in a new relationship? Whether those red flags are from families, previous relationships, baby mamas, whatever. And this is all based off of Summer Walker and London's relationship, a past relationship.
People look at things, honestly. I mean, this is one of them things people do. I guess you can look at it like a twofold thing. But when people, I guess, look at it like I don't know them. Like I guess if you're looking at it from a sense where it's like, hey, I know person A, and I think they're a bad person. You met them, but you don't know that side of them yet. So
that's
it's
true.
like,
yeah. I didn't think about it like that.
You should look at it and be like, well, I don't know them. I only know them for this. So I guess we'll see what happens. And if we get to that point, then yeah, I can pull back. But a lot of people, so people look at it like that. But I think in certain aspects, like relationship wise, depending on what people are telling you about them, I think you should kind of take heed to some of that.
Yeah.
It's one thing to be like, hey, they're a messy eater, or you know they're messy, their home is messy, you know, stuff like that. It's like, do I want to deal with that versus it being like, hey, they're abusive, or they treat their spouses, all of them, like this, or every female in their life, they're this and this to them. Stuff like that is like, I can see you still having that train of thought, but you still kind of want to at least be like,
experience it for yourself.
In the back of your mind, like, if I see signs, then that's what that is. You can't hear it and then see signs of it and still ignore it. At that point.
And see, and that's basically what this is about, because I feel like we've all experienced it, whether it was just red flags we picked up on our own or from previous situations. And that is kind of tricky because, like you said, and I didn't think about it like that, unknowingly we all go into situations knowing that obviously you've dated before me and blah blah blah, so it's hard to automatically go into it and judge you based off of your past, because we were all different people with other people. So I can't say how was you in this relationship, but what I can say is I need to pay attention to patterns. And if every relationship that you've ever been in, you cheated in every last one, I mean, it's going to be hard for me to not look at you as a cheater. So that's something that I kind of have to look out for. Or if you like are abusive to an extent, that's something that if you've done these things in all of your relationships, it's kind of hard to not be like, okay, why am I necessarily waiting for the other shoe to drop? And I think that's what's sometimes frustrating with a lot of relationships is people do that. And it's just like, why go through the trouble if you can already see this is not going to work? Some signs are so clear that it's like, you know, because in their situation, she had not only the media, but his child's mothers and them constantly being like, girl, we not the crazy ones.
I feel like people need to, because in that situation with all the baby mama drama dude got going on, it probably makes the best sense to just stay out of that shit, bro.
That's like, very true. But as
if
people
you
say,
see a situation is on fire, why would you just walk in there and sit down?
But I mean, like I said, we've all done it, so I'm not trying to make it seem like, you know, that we're perfect and we don't, you know, we definitely walk right into it. Any red flags, like we're like, oh yeah, I see it. This cool though. It's like, no, you should acknowledge it and try to figure it out. But it is what it is. But yep. So that is it. That is all that we have for y'all.
For sure. Be sure. Go ahead and like and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Leave a comment down below. Let me know what y'all think about this golden penis thing.
Yes.
Fellas, I think it's just us taking our claim back and showing our surf worth.
Yo, I cannot talk for the word of me. I'm so tired.
Because.
But that's no excuse because you talking that bull.
There's no bull, bro. We just feel better about ourselves. Men in 2022.
Okay, and that's enough. And we will see y'all in our next video.
Who run the world? Dudes.
No. Bye.